Many avid sports fans seek to know the team that will win always, and it's usually their demise for any tournaments like March Madness. So today that's exactly what I'm discussing and telling you why those people's brackets are already busted. So one way you can break your bracket is something I like to call team support. You usually have a favorite team and, well, you usually expect them to win, so you put them on this pedestal expecting them to beat every single team they go up against. Usually bring them past the Sweet 16, hit the championship, or even taking it all. But in a March Madness bracket, that's never a good strategy to use. The bandwagon effect is the next topic I'm going to go over, and the strategy is very common, if not the most common, and this affects large colleges like UCLA with someone on the team like Lonzo Ball, or North Carolina with Dennis Smith Jr., and these strategists expect their team to win because of these high-profile players, but as we see throughout the tournament every year, it takes more than one great player and it takes an entire team. But there are many more underrated players such as Nigel Hayes or Nigel Williams-Goss who are able to lead their team more effectively. And then there's something I like to call flashy player with someone like Lonzo Ball, and you'll be hearing this name a lot today, which are, exactly what it sounds like, flashy players. They'll talk about it in any press conference, news interviews, they'll be a bit different, sort of like a stand-up guy, and they become a household name because of this in the college university world of basketball. But someone like Zach Collins, who plays on the court with hard defense, and they're more productive, they're not going to be as such a household name, but they can potentially be a lot better than the flashy player. The numbers game is another big strategy, and this means always picking the higher ranked seed to win. For example, picking a ranked 5 seed to beat a ranked 6 seed may not always work because the NCAA actually picks the seeds, so therefore a ranked 6 game could actually be better than a ranked 5. But picking a 16th seeded team to beat a number 1 ranked team is also not a good idea, since that has never happened to date in March Madness. But in this tournament, it's always another day to defy the odds. A strategy that I advise you use next year is the battle of the big men, which is deciding and evaluating which big man's better on each team at the center or power forward position, sometimes even both. Who's going to win the battle in the glass, post offense, better size, better athleticism for the big men, who's a better passer, anything in general basketball sports, because when it comes down to it, rebounding in big men is pretty effective in basketball. Sometimes it's the battle of the guards, but most of the time this is very, very effective strategy, and I advise you use it for next year's tournament. That covers most of the most used strategies, and I threw in a bonus one there that I like to use a lot. But there's also some other strategies that people use, like not knowing what basketball is, for example. Like, they use a team they heard of before, a team they won last year, a team that relates to them. But those aren't good strategies either. But if you do have a better strategy, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. And that wraps up this video, so I'll see you all later. Peace.